Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into Photoshop and learning how to create a clean professional vector effect. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I began by selecting the subject with the polygonal lasso tool, creating a hard edge selection with no feathering or soft masking. This is important because the vector style relies on clean, sharp lines. Any feathered or soft edges would cloud the final vector result. Next, I applied a basic hue/saturation adjustment layer, reducing the saturation to 0. After that, I added a solid color layer with a reddish tone and set its blend mode to hard mix. Keep in mind that the color you choose will result in only black, white, and one or two midtones. I then remapped these color values using two additional adjustment layers. The first was a black and white adjustment layer, where I adjusted the blue and magenta channels to 40 and 60 respectively. Following this, I applied a gradient map. Clicking on it opened the gradient editor, where I added two extra points at locations 40 and 60 and assigned them specific colors. Finally, I selected the photo and converted it into a smart object to preserve all adjustments for non-destructive editing. Converting to a smart object is optional, but to keep things clearer, I went ahead and converted it. Next, we go to Filter, Stylize Oil Paint. The oil paint filter is one of the few filters that actually understands the contours of our image. I set the stylization and cleanliness values to 5 and made sure the lighting checkbox at the bottom is turned off, then pressed OK. One adjustment that is really helpful can be found under Image, Adjustments, Shadow Highlight. Adjust the amounts depending on your image and press OK. Then I duplicated the image, leaving the bottom layer intact. For the top layer, I applied the oil paint filter again, this time setting stylization and cleanliness to 10. I repeated this filter several more times to enhance the details, 7 times in total for better detailing. You can do more or fewer repetitions until you are satisfied with the result. However, the problem is that we lose some detail in the eyes and mouth. You can restore these details by adding a layer mask and using the brush tool to reveal the areas you want from the layer underneath. Finally, I reopened the gradient map adjustment and added a gradient. You can find these gradients by clicking the link below. The texture for this tutorial can be found in the description. After you import the background file, adjust its size. Then add a hue saturation adjustment layer and increase the brightness until the colors start to appear. Keep in mind that these colors are limited to those present in the image. Next, add another background by placing it beneath the hue saturation adjustment layer. Then I added a solid color layer and set the color to white. Click on the mask, press Ctrl A to select all, then go to Select Modify Contract and adjust the value as desired. Press Ctrl I to invert the mask and deselect. Finally, use Transform to refine the size.